Hey everybody, the new moon in Pisces is happening February 20th. How can you use the energies and make some intentions happen in your world? We're going to find out with the tarot, so stay tuned. The new moon in Pisces is happening the 20th of February. It is at 1 degree Pisces at 2:06 a.m. Eastern Time. This very same day, Venus also enters Aries. So especially in love and money matters, we may be wanting to start brand new things. This is great energy to set those intentions to bring bounty and abundance of both love and money into our world. Mercury will be in Aquarius at this new moon, and Mars will be in Gemini, and they will be in a beautiful and supportive trine formation. Aquarius rules the future. So with Mercury in Aquarius, our minds will be on our future in whatever area Aquarius rules in our chart. And then Mars, we're going to be putting our actions behind getting this stuff done. But because Mars is in Gemini, we may have a two-pronged approach. We may be focusing on two clear goals or, two very clear objectives. Gemini is always about duality, right? Two things going on. So our future, our mind is on our future, and we're putting efforts behind two important initiatives. Saturn will be moving into Pisces on March 7th, activating this new moon degree. So yes, new commitments are definitely on our minds over the next 6 weeks. Well, for the whole year, really. And because Pisces is ruled by Neptune, for me, Pisces has many connotations about dreams and fulfilling dreams and following your dreams. So again, this is beautiful energy to set intentions for new dreams, new goals, new horizons, and put your energy behind them. And if you want to find out more about what the planets are up to for the year ahead, check out my Lucky Stars horoscope book. It's available, obviously, in paperback form and also in Kindle. It breaks down the full moons. It breaks down Saturn in Pisces, Pluto going into Aquarius, all the major astrological transits and how they will affect you in the year ahead. Link is in the description and in the first pinned comment. All right, let's get into your reading. All right, Aries, let's see what we need to know for you. Ariel is still here. You just can't see her. She's like right there. She may pop up. You never know. Okay. Let's see what we need to know for you, Aries, Sun and Rising, for your new moon in your 12th house. Whoops. And of course, Venus going into your sign, Jupiter in your sign. The 12th house is an interesting house. It can be about the subconscious. It can be about things hidden behind the scenes. It can be about karmic wrap-ups. So what I feel is you've been going through so many shifts, so many changes. You've eliminated a lot of baggage. And I feel like you have a very clear, like a psychologically clean and clear slate. Like whatever intentions that you are setting are from the position of having released a lot in your life. So I think you're very tuned in at this new moon to having spirit kind of show you the way forward. And I think you're very open and optimistic about what's to come next in your world. So you may decide to set some intentions to let spirit show you the way in two key areas of your life going forward, like in your love and your money. So let's see what we need to know about this for you. So your intention might be, universe, I am open to your guidance in my love and money areas. Let's see what we need to know about the directions the universe may be taking you in. We have the 7 of Coins. And we have the 5 of Swords. Okay. And we have the Fool. Gorgeous. This looks like such a cute little Aries card, doesn't it? All right. Springtime. Sorry for my people down under. Okay. So this is suggesting to me with this 5 of Swords, 7 of Coins, that, you've been through a mental battle. You've been through a mental battle about what is going to be your next road ahead, particularly maybe with your money, because the coins are showing up here, but it could be in both love and money. You're wanting to know, what direction am I supposed to go in? Do I take this road over here, this road over there? I've been putting in effort. It's only gone so far. What do I do? You know, and, you know, you've been hanging in there, but there's been some mental conflict, you know, mental agitation over this. And maybe you've been just kind of standing here stuck. We know the 7 of coins, the guy is just standing there with the hoe looking at the bush. And she's just sitting here looking at this path, you know. So there's been some stagnation, you know, there's been some stagnation. But in Aries Nation, that's not continuing anymore. We have the Fool here. So again, this idea of wiping the slate clean, letting us go, especially some sort of mental agitation over the direction to go in, and trusting in spirit, the Fool. Being adventurous, letting baggage go, especially any last bits of psychological drama and baggage and past relationships and past connections and all of that type of thing. It's, you know, again, clear slate. You are being reborn. Here you are, the little Aries chick. It's gorgeous. And we have the butterfly for transformation. So, you know, set your intention. I feel it's like set your intention to follow spirit into all things new. And with the Fool showing up here, this will be a brand new adventure that's coming for you. We know this already because the North Node is going to be in Aries starting in July. So yes, big new adventures, big new vistas are coming for you. Jupiter in your sign, yes, opening new doors as well. But the Fool is a very trusting energy. You know, he's like going to just take the leap of faith. So I feel like this, again, I just want to keep reiterating, this is a time for you to trust in spirit, trust in the universe. And you are going to be shown the way, 100%. Like you are going to be shown the way. You just need to be open and willing. And that's part of the release and trust. That's a lot about Pisces energy too, is about trusting in spirit and the unseen, because of course Pisces is ruled by Neptune, which is the ethereal realms. Like we don't see those very clearly. You know, they're behind the veil. So it is about that type of faith and trust. But I feel like you're ready for that because you have cleansed and released so much from your past. So set the intention that you're open to new vistas. You're open to freedom. That's the other thing with the Fool. You're open to freedom because you know, your mind is free. Your mind is open to possibilities. Okay. And I'm especially saying your mind because the 5 of Swords came up. So that is to set the intention. My mind is open and free, and I follow the universe into my new possibilities. All right, Taurus, let's see what we have going on for you this new moon. Setting your intentions in your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams, personal gains, networks, and friendships. Venus is moving into your 12th house of the subconscious, things kind of bubbling up from beneath the surface. 12th house is a very karmic house as well, so there may be some things going on with wanting to call in a karmic love relationship, you know, a soulmate. That's possible. Some of you may be wishing for that. All right, let's see. Or resolving some sort of karmic, you know, issue with a love relationship. All right, we have the Emperor. We have the Aries energy showing up here. And the 10 of Wands. Okay. And the Knight of Cups. All right. So what may be going on for some of you, I'm going to read this a couple of different ways. Some of you may indeed be wanting to wrap up a karmic situation. The wish may be to set the intention to wrap up a karmic situation with an Aries, this Emperor showing up, or somebody who was a significant partner in your life, whether they are currently or they were in the past, that you could have just had an energetic holdover with them. But the 10 of Wands is here, which signifies coming to the end of the road energetically, you know, with your physical energy in terms of dealing with whatever this is. And then we have the Knight of Cups here. Look at this beautiful, beautiful Knight of Cups. And this is, of course, our Pisces energy. So the wish may be to be released from this energy, perhaps to have it heal in some way. there could be, I would like to, let go of this energetic hold this person has on me so I can find somebody new. The Knight of Cups. I can go out and meet and greet and feel like I can get back out in the dating game. So, it just depends on your personal situation. But some of you also, because Venus is going into the 12th house, your 12th house, which can sometimes be relationships that don't see the light of day. Like they're hidden away. They could be a secret relationship, something like that. If you're involved in something like that, you are getting tired of it. And you do want a change. You want to be released from that, I feel. You want to change in that situation, and or just to get out of it altogether. So some of you may be, dealing with that. Others of you, you're just really tired, 10 of Wands, like you're over it, with some sort of situation of somebody and somebody in your world. It might be a male, but doesn't have to be, who is just a pain. Like it's always things their way. They want things it's got to be the way they say, like all of that. They're very kind of like la, la, la. So some of you may be setting the intention again to change the type of friendships and relationships you're in to ones that are more happy and free and joyful. Knight of Cups. So if you've been experiencing relationships that are a little heavy-handed, the Emperor, and you're just tired of it, 10 of Wands, they're always like, because these types of relationships, these types of energies can be a drag and a drain. They're more trouble than they're worth. So some of you are like, you know what, I'm so done with those types of friendships. I want a little more lighthearted connections. So some of you may be setting an intention for that as well. All right, Gemini, let's see what we have going on for you. We have a new moon happening in your 10th house of career. We have Venus going into Aries, your 11th house of hopes and wishes and dreams, personal gains and networks and friendships. So this is very interesting and exciting energy, Geminis. Let's see, setting some intentions for your career life. We have the 6 of Wands, beautiful. Ooh, and the 4 of Coins. And the Knight of Swords. Okay, wow. You're ready to do what it takes. You are absolutely ready. This is your energy, Knight of Swords. But your mind is in the game. You are ready to take action and fight for what you want. And I think what you want is a 6 of Wands. You want a promotion. You want a success. You want greater recognition so that it brings in financial stability for you, this 4 of Coins. So it's twofold. It's not just about the recognition. You want the money to follow. Okay. So what I would say here is, to set the intention that you will do what it takes for as long as it takes so that you manifest what you want. Now, with Saturn getting ready to go into this 10th house of career, you have a 3-year window to have a lot of personal success in your career if you work very hard, that you're responsible, you toe the line, you live up to your obligations, you live up to your skills and abilities and talents. That is Saturn, right? Is the taskmaster, is about time, if you manage your time wisely, like all of that. So, and of course, Saturn goes into Pisces March 7th. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you've got to really, look at this, the way this person's positioned here, like this warrior energy. You're gonna be like on this warrior self-improvement kick of, again, I'm gonna do whatever it takes. If I have time management issues, I'm gonna get those under control. If I tend to scatter my energies, I'm gonna really focus. Again, Saturn. All right, because this is very important to you. Okay, the success and victory, being on top of this mountain here, and then having the financial, as I said, this financial stability with the 4 of Coins. And the 4 of Coins is foundational security as well. It's like stuff you can count on. It's not going to just evaporate and go away. So this is very, very positive energy. But I would say for you, the main emphasis is on, again, doing what it takes. If you're crafting some sort of new moon intention in your journal or a mantra for yourself, that I would suggest to be the type of language to kind of put your energy behind. All right, Cancer, there is a new moon in your 9th house of the big picture perspective of your life. international business, international travel, writing, publishing, academia. We have Venus going into your 10th house of career. Let's see, very potent energies happening for you, Cancer. What do you need to know about setting some intentions? We have an 8 of Cups, and we have the Pluto. Okay. Oh, and the Fool. Isn't that cute? Okay. So, wow. 2 major arcanas. There is something that you have outgrown, that you are wanting to leave behind. Maybe you've already left it behind, and you're wanting to set the intention to move forward with joy into some sort of new vistas. For me, the ninth house is very expansive energy. It's expansive energy. That's why I keep saying big picture of your life. It's like standing like the Fool on the mountaintop and looking out over the landscape and feeling like, you could go in any direction that your spirit pulls you in, calls you to. So there is some sort of emotional release. Maybe you've been going through since Scorpio season with the Pluto showing up here. Maybe you're on the other side of that already, and it's time to set the intention to now move forward to some sort of, new path, new plan, etc. in your life. It may have something to do with your career, sure, but it could have something to do with any of the energies that I just mentioned for your 9th house. So I would set the intention and really get it clear to the universe that you are done with this. And if you're not fully done with whatever this is, that may have to be part of your intention setting. That I am, universe, I am ready and willing to let go and move on emotionally so that a fresher and more exciting vista and pathway is available to me to move me forward in the direction of my big dreams for my life, the Fool. So there is an emotional baggage, something to let go of. All right. And because the Scorpio showing up, and that's your 5th house of love, romance, and creativity, maybe it has something to do with leaving behind, something in one of those areas. But it's also the house of the entrepreneur. So if you have your own business, it could be something like you've got to let go of some sort of project or thing or person or whatever it is that you were dealing with and embrace the new. Go watch my entrepreneur reading also that I've already uploaded to the channel. But this is just about some sort of emotional release that you've been going through. And many of you are on the other side of it. And it is time to start thinking about a bigger dream and moving toward a bigger dream in your life. Okay, that's going to affect your long-term future, the 9th house. All right, Leo. So the new moon in Pisces is happening in your 8th house of healing and personal transformation. It's the sex, death, and taxes house. It's other people's money. So let's see what we need to know for you, Leo, and setting intentions for transforming these areas of your life. All right, let's see what we need to know, Leo. Okay, so we have the 2 of Swords. And we have your energy, Queen of Wands. And we have the 9 of Cups. Wow. Okay. So what I feel may be going on here is you have been stuck to a swords in terms of making a decision to transform your life, since we're talking about the 8th house. And it's not just about, transforming your life in terms of just changing your hair or changing the outfit you're wearing or something like that. That's like very superficial. We're talking the 8th house. We're talking about deep transformation of a psychological, spiritual, financial, emotional nature. Like this is deep work, deep stuff. So, you may have been of 2 minds, stuck on how do I go? What do I do? And with your energy in the middle here, you've got to really, I know it's a cliche, but you've really got to listen to your heart. And a 2 of Swords does not really listen to their heart. I mean, in the traditional tarot, it's blocked like this. So, there's something that you may not be acknowledging to yourself about what you really truly need in your life to make you happy. You got the 9 of Cups here, and look at all these butterflies, which are symbols of transformation. And look at this gorgeous, I mean, this beautiful card, this 9 of Cups. This is just so light and free and airy and happy. Like, this is just such a joyful energy in this card. So, you know, you've kind of been stuck in the darkness, and you want to also move toward the light in some way. But the light exists within you. But you may have been kind of not wanting to see what the light inside of you has been trying to reveal about what you truly do want. 9 of Cups. So I would say it's time to set some intentions to let your heart be transformed by what it truly wants, and to go after it with joy. This 9 of Cups here. So a new dream wants to take flight for you, but you've got to get on board first with it. So there's some, again, it's about allowing yourself, giving yourself the permission for this particular thing to change in your life. You're in charge of making this decision and opening the door and stepping outside to all this beauty and wonder that wants to come in for you. So that's how I would go about setting my intention. Virgo, you have a beautiful new moon in your 7th house of relationships, both business and personal. You have Venus in Aries going into your 8th house of intimacy. If you want to call in some sort of new sexy connection, this is the energy to do it with. All right, so let's see what we need to know for you, Virgo. All right. We have the World, gorgeous. And we have the 9 of Cups. And I shuffled. Leo just got that. Oh, and we have the Queen of Cups. Isn't that lovely? Okay. Which is your 7th house of relationships, the Pisces, the 9 of Cups, the Wish card. So this may involve a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Taurus, a Leo, or a Scorpio. So that may be, you know, what you are wishing for. Some sort of connection with that type of energy. Now, this can be business or personal. But we have the Wish card here, the 9 of Cups. So we have an appetite for, I feel, some sort of emotional connection that's going to rock your world, or that will improve your world in some way if this is a business connection. So you can see this lady here is, I mean, she's reading a book or reading her journal or whatever she's doing. So what I feel, it's like, it's just about getting your emotional energy aligned. And I know that sometimes, you know, Virgo, like the other earth signs, Taurus and Capricorn, you are very focused on practical things that you can do to make something happen, which is great energy. I'm not saying that that's bad in any way. But what this is saying to me, it's like this is about just kind of getting in that emotional vibration of what you want to attract, the type of energy you want to attract into your world, and it will arrive. Okay, so, you know, with the World here as well, there may be the type of thing where you do need to fully let the wheel turn and let one chapter of your life end and allow and let the next chapter in. So some of you, maybe you are working toward releasing the last bits of some sort of connection from the past, you know, whether business or personal. So that you can call in a significant relationship into your world. So there might be that going on there. So you might set the intention, universe, you know, let me heal and fully release and end this chapter with this old love so that I can call in a new love. All right. So, or a new business partner or whatever it might be. So, but the wish is very strong, I think, for some really beautiful emotional connections in your world. So let's see what happens. Set those intentions, Virgo. Libras, we have the new moon happening in your 6th house of work and well-being. We have Venus moving into your 7th house of relationships, both business and personal. So let's see what we need to know about setting some intentions with this energy for you, Libras. Libras. All right, we have the Strength. We have the Leo energy. And we have the Two of Cups. Ooh, okay. Oh, and the Queen of Cups again. She's been popping into this reading. I did shuffle. Okay. So the Two of Cups can be, yes, some sort of soulmate relationship, but really it is a connection where the energy vibes, like it fits, it works. The Strength card here, again, strength, loyalty, camaraderie, strong bonds. So, and with this Queen of Cups is emphasizing that 6th house. So I think you are really looking to call in someone who is going to support your world, whether in a business sense or in a personal sense, that they have the strength and the fortitude. They can stand on their own 2 feet. They have maybe strength to spare and share with you, but somebody who's really going to add to your life. Now, the 6th house is also a well-being house. It's not just about work. So, and with this energy, the Strength card showing up, which can be a little sexy energy. You're looking for an emotional support in your life, but also energy with Venus going into your 7th house that does have a sexy connection to it. All right, so some of you, if you're looking for love, it is about that type of energy and setting your intention that a love relationship would enhance your well-being, not just in terms of emotionally, but also physically. That, the love and affection that you would get from that person would make you feel good, right? Because love and affection does make us feel good. So it can be that type of thing. If we're looking at it from a work perspective, you're looking for a strong alliance maybe to help you with your business, help you with your work life in some way. And again, it's like you just have to be emotionally open to that. Maybe, you're a bit of a maverick and you like to do things yourself, and nothing wrong with that. But this is saying, like, currently you may be feeling I would like some support. So this is great energy to set some intention to have somebody on your team, right? Who's going to support you in a way, like they have great skills and talents themselves with the Strength card, support you in a significant way. And also because the Leo energy is your 11th house, again, networks, friendships, that type of thing. So you may be setting intentions to make more efforts to network and connect with people for your job. In some way. And again, this is about you being emotionally open to that. And that may be the first thing to kind of set your intention about, and then move forward with intending exactly what you want from this particular energy. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you. A new moon happening in your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, taking a risk, pleasure, the house of the entrepreneur, and Venus going into your 6th house of work and well-being. So let's see what we have going on for you. Setting some intentions, Scorpio. Ooh, we have the 5 of coins. And we have the 2 of wands. And we have the 10 of cups. Wow. Okay. Woo. Card is like flying out of my hands. It's 10 of cups. All right. So you're poised at a crossroads. And it's time to set the intention for the big love, the big creative project, the big ultimate joy and happiness. 10 of cups. Whether this is a relationship for you, like I said, a creative project, starting your own business, pleasure in some other way, something you derive pleasure from. 5th house is also hobbies and things like that, but, apply the energies to your life. 2 of wands, this is a very interesting card in this deck, this 2 of wands. So this person, it almost looks like knitting needles here. But this person is with this energy, like their future is within their grasp, is what I feel. You're moving out of a 5 of coins situation. So you're moving out of feeling a lack of love, a lack of creative inspiration, a lack of, pleasure in your life. This is, you can see floating on a sad sea. Like, that's over. Let's set that aside. We don't want to see that. So your future's within your grasp. Your future's within your hands. Like, it's up to you. You're going to take a step forward. You're 2 of Wands. You're just figuring out which way you want to go. This can be a crossroads type energy. Absolutely. This 2 of Wands. So you're on the brink of making a decision. Now, with this Gemini energy that is involved at this new moon, as I said in my prelude to the video, there may be 2 particular things you're going to focus in on. So it may be with this 2 of Wands coming up that, you do want to focus on your love life. You want to focus on your creative life. It may not be just, one or the other. I feel like your creativity, your creative life will inspire your romantic life and vice versa. Okay. So, when we're in some sort of, when we're in some sort of love situation, it can definitely serve as a muse. It can serve as an inspiration for poetry and songs and novels and, all of that type of thing. And when we're in that very exciting, expectant, sexy kind of energy, also, the Kundalini rising type energy, it just infuses the happiness throughout our whole life. It is beautiful creative life force energy when we're falling in love, when we're connecting. So, and also when we're falling in love with our creative projects as well, it also radiates out this energy that brings others to us and attracts them to us. So whatever way we're looking at this for you, or both ways, you're setting the intention that is what you want. You want your 10 of Cups moment. You want your ultimate, not just a moment, but more than a moment. You want that ultimate personal happiness, and you're going to do what it takes to go out there and get it. You're going to realize there may be something you need to change about the way you're approaching something, because it's Wands, so it's how you're using your physical energy. You may need to kind of regroup on what you're doing in some way in order to get this happening for you. So interesting energies here, Scorpio, to work with to set your intentions for this new moon in your 5th house. Sagittarius, this new moon is happening in your 4th house of home, family, roots, what nourishes you, what feeds you. You have Venus going into your 5th house of love, romance, creativity, children, pleasure, hobbies, taking a risk, entrepreneurial life. We got a lot of exciting energies here. So let's see how you can work with them, Saggies. All right, let's see. All right, we have a 4 of Wands, wow, which is a beautiful happy home card and celebration. We have an 8 of Coins. And we have the Hermit, the Virgo, which is your 10th house of career. All right, so this is interesting. And we have the 8 of Coins, another Virgo energy. Again, 10th house of career. So there's something here where if you've been wanting to improve your home life and make it better in some way, this 4 of Wands, if you want to have some sort of a celebration for the family, like you're planning a wedding or a trip or a graduation or something like that, or, a bar mitzvah or whatever, like there's some family event that you want to have be a great celebration and success. There's something here about focusing and putting more efforts into your work life in some way and manifesting the money for it from that. This could be some sort of temporary side job you take for just a little while, 9 weeks maybe. This celebration may be also happening in Virgo season. That's what you're, planning for. But this is the 8 of Coins here. Maybe for like 8-9 weeks, like 2-3 months at the most, you might be doing something extra to make the money for this. So you might be setting the intention, I would like, to call in a part-time gig, part-time job for myself in order to make this happen. By the same token, some of you, because the 4th and 10th house axis are connected on the astrological wheel. They're opposite one another. So what you're doing here is going to affect what's going on in your work life and vice versa. So you may be setting the intention you would like to move, 4 of Wands. And that, again, is going to probably be connected with some sort of new job that you want to manifest. So the two things are going to be related for you, especially with this energy coming out, which is your 10th house. You maybe are, again, trying to manifest more money for home improvements. It can be something like that as well. So I feel like this is something, not just setting the intention, for this home area, but how your desire for something to improve in your home is connected with what you need to do with your career to make it happen. So it is a dual focus for you. All right, so that's very interesting. Now, you have the Venus, love and money energy going into your 5th house, which is the house of side hustles and the entrepreneur, as I just mentioned. So some of you may be indeed starting some sort of side gig in order to improve your financial life and improve the home in some way, and or save for a trip or celebration. So that is very supportive energy with Venus going into that 5th house also. So interesting energies here, Sagittarius. Capricorn, a new moon happening in your 3rd house of communications, writing, speaking, teaching, networking, and sales, the house of siblings and transportation and short trips and your daily habits and routines. And then we have Venus moving into your 4th house of home, family, roots. All right, so let's see how you can set some intentions for this new moon in Pisces. All right, let's see. We have the Lovers, the Gemini energy, and the 6 of Swords, and the 10 of Swords. Okay, this is very interesting. Before I even pulled this, what I was thinking with these two is that you need to finish something that you started before you finish something first, before you start something new. And then we get this 10 of Swords, which can be a blockage energy for me. So that's what I feel. Interesting, the Gemini energy showing up because Mars is in Gemini. This is your 6th house of work and well-being. We have the 6 of Swords. It's like we got double Gemini going on here. So there may be 2 things especially that you need to finish in your career life that do involve the writing, speaking, teaching, networking, sales. You need to wrap them up and set yourself free from that. Otherwise, it's blocking you from starting the new. All right, with this 10 of Swords. We have to remember 10 of Swords isn't always bad, although this card looks a little dicey here. Okay, but okay. It's always interesting to use new decks. All right, but it is time for you to wrap something up, get 2 things finished and off your plate. All right, so and it's not because like these things are not unfinished because you're incompetent or God no, or you're lazy or anything like that. No. It's just that we know we had the Mars in Gemini, we've got the Gemini here, retrograde since October 30th in this house. He's still in Gemini, in this house of work and well-being. So with Mars retrograde, it was very hard for Capricorn, especially also Mercury going retrograde in Capricorn end of December. It was like a nightmare, especially for Capricorns, to get stuff finished and wrapped up and going with their work life. Things were just hanging in the balance. Things were hanging around. There was a lot of blockages. Like the energy was not there for forward momentum. The energy is there now for forward momentum and freeing yourself. And mentally, it's also the mental energy, right? Because of these swords. It's more about also mentally freeing yourself so you can move on. You've got to clean up your plate. Because I feel something new with the Lovers showing up here. The 3rd house is your house of communications. We got the communications energy with the Gemini here. There are 2 new things that want to come in for you. but the old two things have got to be finished. So set the intention that you will move forward and you will get this done within 6 weeks. So by the time we start April 1st, that's your deadline. I know you like deadlines, Capricorn. Okay, so April 1st, 6 weeks from now, or 6 weeks from the new moon, your deadline, like that's it. Actually, the deadline probably should be when Mars moves into Cancer, but we'll give you till April 1st. Mars moves into Cancer, I believe, middle-ish of March. All right, but we'll give you the full 6 weeks. You're going to wrap this stuff up and get it done. And then you can start the new. And you've got 2 new things. You've already been kind of like, your energy's been drawn to those. Like you'd rather these 2 things right now. You want to do that, but universe is saying no. Finish what's on your plate. Then you'll have full energy to go forward with these 2 new things. So that's good. It's better to have more things going on than not enough things, right? So, that's a good thing. But set the intention that you will finish what you started, and you'll finish it to great success, and then you'll move on to even more successful projects next. All right, Aquarius, we have a new moon happening in your 2nd house of show me the monies, and Venus going into your 3rd house of communications. Will you be making money from your words? Let's find out. Aquarius. 7 of coins. King of coins. Well, you definitely have money on your mind. And the Judgment. Interesting, because that is the day of our new moon, the 20th. Okay. All right. What I feel is going on here, with a 7 of coins card, we do have 2 paths here. We have this path. We have money over here, money over here. We have your Capricorn money-making energy over here. This is also the Virgo, which is your 8th house of other people's money. And, all right. So, but also the King of Pentacles is very, executive manifesting type energy. He's similar to the Queen of Pentacles in that regard. It's like whatever he touches turns to gold. So whatever he puts his life force energy behind. So you may have reached a certain fork in the road, a certain point where some things have manifested, some things have done okay, others you're like, I don't know. So you're on the cusp of making some sort of important decision, judgment. And judgment is a very karmic type energy. So I feel like there's something going on here with what do you want to be known for next? And what is going to breathe new life into your financial manifesting energy, so to speak? We know that passion and joy and enthusiasm go a long way towards supporting manifesting more money into our life. So I feel like there's something here for you to use your inner eye, your intuition, use your inner eye to focus inward to find that right path. It's not going to be so much looking outwardly at the results. Yes, the results of what's been happening up to this point. Okay, that's knowledge that you need. Okay, fine. But it's really about that gaze inward, that fire in the belly, that manifesting energy to put your enthusiasm behind. All right, so there is some setting the intention that you will listen to your intuition, you listen to your discernment, also judgment, discernment and discretion in terms of the way forward. And that you will not judge your efforts by what you see other people doing around you. That it is about your own manifesting abilities. And also with the King of Pentacles here, which is the Capricorn, the subconscious 12th house for you, there may be something here as Pluto is moving out of that subconscious at the end of March and into your house. Pluto's been bringing up a lot of subconscious stuff for you to heal, as he's moved since 2008 through Capricorn, your 12th house. So this is also signaling to the universe, setting this intention of I have healed my baggage, whatever baggage, limiting beliefs, etc. I've had about my finances, my wealth, my deservingness, all of that stuff. And again, examining with a clear eye how you have shifted out of some of those limiting beliefs and energies, and setting new intentions and new goals for your money life based on having healed a lot of that stuff and not through knee-jerk reactions of old programming. So I feel you're on the cusp here of making a major shift in terms of how much money you can start manifesting for yourself. But there is a decision to make about it. And like I said, putting your energy behind, I feel a whole brand new path. Like these two paths are done with. There's not going to be a choice between these two. I feel like it's going to be a whole new one. And embracing it and going for it. And setting your intention to put your strong efforts behind it. And also with Venus currently going through that third house for you, talking about it, writing about it, journaling about it, marketing it, like starting to get it out there into the world. Pisces, new moon in your first house of the self, how other people see you, your personal goals, your physical body. We have Venus moving into your second house of money, self-worth, self-esteem. And Jupiter's also in that house. So, wow, this is great energy for feeling good, setting some intentions to up-level your presentation of self in everyday life, as I like to call it. All right, let's see. Investing in you with Venus going through that second house, investing in yourself. We have Temperance. Wow. And we have the Pisces energy here. And we have the High Priestess. Wow. 3 major arcanas. So you are poised on the brink of making a significant change in your life with the Temperance here. You've been going through this almost sort of like behind the scenes transformation with the High Priestess here, and also with your energy. Like you've been in a little cocoon here, a little psychic cocoon. You've been intuitively kind of protecting yourself. You've been processing through a bunch of things. You've been, just really kind of getting yourself together behind the scenes. And what we have going on now with this new moon in your sign, and right at the 1st degree, which I think is very significant, right at the start of your sign, to have this rebirth of the entirety of you and present it to the world. Temperance is about patience and change, and the change that comes when we love ourselves, when we are lovingly patient with ourselves. And you have been with these two energies. These are, So with this is about this rebirth. All right, now, this Temperance is interesting because it's the Sagittarius energy, and that's your 10th house of career. So you may find that, especially with the activation of your second house of money happening currently, you may find that this intention you set to show this new version of yourself to the world, how good you're feeling, your new self-image. You may have been, redoing some things for yourself behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying, Pisces. All right. And this change in you and this how you're presenting and showing up may in fact bring about some sort of change in your public persona, 10th house. Okay, so maybe you're not looking for another job or opportunity right now. Maybe you're just, you're content with where you are, but something that you have changed about your energy is going to be very attractive to other people and may in fact have the side effect of bringing about a very lovely change in your career. So this could be more recognition, more money, maybe a new job offer. So I feel it's connected because this is showing up. So wow, this is beautiful. If you haven't been doing this, but I feel most of you probably have, then it is time to set the intention that you will take a look at yourself. Here's your hangman energy. And lovingly, the high priestess, attune yourself intuitively to what you need to make yourself feel good in terms of, again, how you're presenting yourself. And that you will make those changes appropriately, temperance, okay, so that you bring about benefits to yourself. It's about, I mean, it can be about things like, you know, raising your vibration in some way, whatever you feel called to do in that regard. I'm just feeling like this idea that you've been in this like cocoon chrysalis and you're coming out transformed. You're coming out transformed with this energy. And it's to set these new intentions for this transformed version of yourself and the things you want to accomplish, the things you want to do, and how you want to show up in the world and how you want to be seen. And as I said, it's going to likely affect your career, these particular energies. So this is rebirth energy, really, what this is for me. Whatever's been held up and stuck in terms of your personal progress, shifting. You've been patiently working on stuff behind the scenes to improve your situation. And now it's here. The improvement is here with this temperance energy. So, wow. Very, very, very powerful energies for you, Pisces. Thank you so much for joining me for your new moon in Pisces tarot and astrology energies reading. I love you guys. Please leave me a comment and let me know what's going on for you with these energies, what intentions you will be setting to work with the new moon in Pisces. Take care. We'll see you again soon. Stella Wilde signing out.